Hello, happy Friday. We made it to the end of our week back from spring break. Today is our Zoom call at 1 o'clock, so make sure you come on. And I'm creating a theme. It's Bring Your Pet to School Day. So bring your pet, make sure they're there with us on the Zoom call. That's your ticket in. And we're going to be playing a Which Would You Rather game. So in our morning check-in today, you can give me some ideas you have, and I'll ask them during our game. Okay? So if you remember on here are, hey, did not mean to go there yet. If you scroll down on our schedule, this is our Friday class call, 1 o'clock. This is the link for it, just so you know. All right, but now I can click into today's lesson for English. Guys, we do have science today, all right? Some of y'all are getting some rough science grades because you do your English, which is great, but you don't go over to science. So today is a science grade day. Please go into science and get your work done so you can have beautiful, lovely grades on here. All right, so it says, woohoo, it's a Zoom class call day. I put in our link here just so you have it in another spot, meeting ID, password, and told you all about our Bring Your Pet to School Day and everything. So if you forget what I just said, you can look there. For English today, we're going to finish up the graphic organizer you did yesterday, and we're going to do the differences part. Remember to use the same ecosystems you already chose. Don't start switching it up, or your paragraph won't make sense. And we're going to write that on Monday. So first things first, you come on over, you fill in our morning check-in, which I've got pulled up here. I do have the long one on today. Make sure you let me know if anyone's not feeling well, if you're not feeling well, if you guys need food, if your internet's messing up, whatever it is. I like to do that before we head into the weekend. So I wanted to do the long one more time. And then the last question is the one about our Zoom call, and if you have any examples. And so if you don't know what I mean by a which would you rather game, mine is, would you rather do fifth grade twice or never have summers? That would be my example of a question, right? So back over to our assignment, watch today's tutorial, which you are, and then it says what I just told you, you're finishing your graphic organizer. Some important information is to write a really strong paragraph. Since we had two texts that we were reading, you're comparing two different ecosystems based off these different text sets down here. You should try and challenge yourself to pick a quote from the one you didn't use yesterday. So in my example, I used coral reefs for my quote. So today I'm going to use little streams. That way I can have strong evidence from each. And oh, and I said I went ahead and graded the ones that you guys turned in. So check it out, see if I told you anything to work on. That way, when you do your differences, you can get better. And if not, then you're golden and keep doing what you're doing. All right, so I am going to pull this up for you. Yours is down here, but I'm going to pull up my example just so you have it. All right. So as a refresher, I picked coral reefs and little streams. I said that they were both aquatic ecosystems. They both provide shelter to prey and predators alike. I only did two because I didn't want to give you all the answers. I would like to see you giving me more than two, like push for 3 to 5. So I'm going to think of differences between a coral reef and a little stream now. One that comes to mind because of our work in science would be that a coral reef is part of a marine biome while a little stream is fresh water. That's a difference. What is another good one? Well, we know that the animal life and plant life, animal and plant life, would be different in each due to the saline, which means salt if you forgot. All right, I'll do that. So now I need to find a quote to support my thinking, and remember I want to use one from Little Streams this time. So I've got that pulled up. I'm trying to find something that talks about, like, the animals there might be a good spot. Flowering plants in them are growing. And their little waves is dancing, children play, doing good. Flowing by the green wayside through the forest dim and wide. I'm going to take this quote right here and I'm going to add it into my difference. I did put this on a few people's I did put this comment on a few people's grades that they turned in for similarities. So I was trying to find a quote, and you want your quote to support what you're saying up here. But I couldn't really find anything specific about the different animals. So I just was looking at the poem and realized that it said little streams through the forest dim and wide. Well, I know that an ocean doesn't go through a forest, so that's a difference that I could use. But now I kind of want to write that up here so they seem like they connect better and it doesn't just seem like I'm throwing out random information. So I could say that little streams may run through forests while oceans do not. And then I could be like, and I know this because, so maybe I'll even put this all together so you could see it. So, little streams may run through forests while oceans do not. The text supported this when it said, comma, through the forest dim and wide. Ta-da! All right, there is a full thought, text evidence, reasoning connection. All right, and then lastly, we have to do our conclusion. So let's look at our intro again, because a strong conclusion touches on the introduction. So I said, aquatic ecosystems bring a sense of tranquility and calmness. They are home to many animals and they create a sense of wonder. Okay, so I need to come back around to that. While we have explored many similarities, that might be a stretch. I don't know if we did many. I did two, but you know. While we have explored many similarities and differences between these two aquatic ecosystems, there is no doubt, how do I want to say this? There is no doubt and abundance, that means a lot, abundance of wonder left to explore. That sounds good. So while we've explored, oh no, I said it twice. While we've explored many similarities and differences between these two aquatic ecosystems, there is no doubt an abundance of wonder left. I'm messing up my video here, getting stumped. The wonder left to find. Let's see if I leave it like that. While we have explored many similarities and differences between these two aquatic ecosystems, there is no doubt an abundance of wonder left to find. Sure, I think it sounds good. All right, I don't want to restart my video, so I'm going with it. All right, so at this point, everything is all done. That's all you have to do for today. We're going to write our paragraph on Monday. So when I'm done with this, I would head back over to Canvas. You should see a turn it in button here. Please make sure you turn it in. I do have some people who are forgetting to, and I don't want you to lose credit, especially because I can tell you do it because on our discussion posts, you respond and you have quotes, so it's showing me you did it, but you forgot to submit it. So please double check. If you can't figure out how to submit it, you can always do it the old-fashioned way by coming up here and just hitting share and writing in my email address from before. All right, and once you do all of that, if you could go over today's discussion post and go ahead and write in there what quote that you found to help out your classmates. And again, if you find someone's really helpful, please make sure you give them a round of applause, let them know they did a good job. So today, when I was contrasting the differences between aquatic ecosystems, I found this quote to support my thinking. I can't wait to see what you find. Ta-da! All right, and then I would just say post, and it's done. And I believe that's everything. Let me check back over here, see if I need to tell you anything else before I hang up on you. I think that's everything. The only other thing I'll say is that your similarities won't be in here because that was a different Google document. Okay, so it's going to be blank. Leave it blank. You don't have to refill in the similarities or your quote. It's okay. You already turned that in. Just focus here on the differences and the quote and the conclusion. All right, and that is all. Don't forget to come on Zoom. Don't forget to do your science work. I'm going to head over to science, post your assignment, and post a video. Catch up on things that maybe you're missing, and have a lovely weekend. See you never. Love you. Bye.